Many people are probably ready to open up the windows and get some fresh air, but there's something that you do need to be aware of. This week is Window Safety Week, and the goal of this week is to highlight the role that windows play in escaping from a fire or emergency and make sure that families ensure windows are safe, especially if there are children in the home who could potentially fall.
But things to keep in mind with little kiddos in making sure that they're safe is you can use window stops or window guards that you can purchase, and then you can actually open your window just only a little bit, and that will allow at least some air to come in, but it keeps it safe for your child.
And another thing to keep in mind, if you have blinds or anything with a cord, make sure they are out of reach from children. Overall, experts say the best way to keep your kids safe is to supervise your kids if they are by windows.